A Baltimore City Schools police officer promoted while under investigation by the FBI.
That officer is now facing federal charges. As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, the school system knew about the investigation and promoted him anyway.
These are the general orders for the Baltimore City Schools Police, the rules that govern everything the department does, including promoting officers. According to these orders, officers are selected for promotion by the chief of school police, who picks from a list of eligible candidates. That seems to make sense. But what doesn't make sense to many, including this former federal prosecutor,
taxpayers should be upset by that kind of mismanagement,
is who city schools chose to promote this past April.
Do you think you should say something now to your players?
Officer Lawrence Smith.
So I was astonished that would occur by any publicly funded entity to act so inexcusably.
Smith is currently facing 15 felony counts related to alleged tax evasion and fraudulently obtaining more than $215,000 in overtime.
I had several reactions.
Harvey Eisenberg is a retired assistant U.S. attorney for the District of Maryland, the same office that indicted Smith.
And to stain on the confidence that the public should have in its public officials.
Officer Smith was arrested last month, in September, but his indictment was not a surprise. More than a year ago, in August 2022, Project Baltimore first reported that FBI agents were inside North Avenue.
The subject of that search was Dunbar High School football coach Lawrence Smith,
investigating Smith for payroll irregularities. A few months later, in January 2023, Project Baltimore cross-referenced Smith's overtime forms with his own social media posts. We found multiple occasions where Smith claimed to be working, but apparently was doing something else, like driving a boat on the Chesapeake Bay, on vacation in Michigan, or coaching football.
Chris Papps from Fox 45.
At the time, we took our findings directly to City Schools leadership.
How can a police officer who's driving a boat be putting in a form for overtime?
We can come this way.
Can the school system explain that?
Yet, just 3 months later, in April, Smith was promoted to corporal. This is the internal City Schools email announcing the promotion. We obtained it from a source inside North Avenue. This email, sent by the chief of police, says Smith worked in his former role with distinction. Copied on this internal email announcing Smith's promotion is John Davis. Who is John Davis? Well, he's Baltimore City's chief of schools, one of CEO Dr. Sonia Santelises' top officials. If the chief of schools knew Smith was promoted, it seems likely Dr. Santelises would have known, especially since Santelises and Smith know each other. District leaders will not grant Project Baltimore an interview on this topic.
Is there a motion to approve?
So we went to a recent school board meeting, in part
Dr. Santelises
to speak with the CEO about Smith's promotion. While we were there, 2 police officers stood by as Andre Riley, the district's head of communications, refused to answer our questions.
No, I want to know why Lawrence Smith was given a promotion when the school system knew he was being investigated by the FBI. We had already run our stories when he was on a boat collecting overtime, in Michigan collecting overtime, and the school system still gave him a promotion. We just want an answer as to why. I think taxpayers deserve an answer. You don't?
I think that you can stand right here.
Eisenberg told Project Baltimore in his 40-year career, he has never seen someone get promoted while under an active and very public FBI investigation.
It diminishes the public confidence in at least the city of Baltimore, or specifically the school system, since they took no action whatsoever. In fact, they took action that actually was a reverse of what they should have done.
It's not just Smith's promotion raising concerns. He's accused of collecting more than $200,000 in fraudulent overtime, which the school district approved and paid. Who signed off on those hours? And why didn't it raise any red flags? That part of the story, Wednesday. I'm Chris Papps. Thanks for watching. Here's another story to watch. Also, if you have a story idea please send us a message.